But let's move on to Marvel. We're busting through these today. Spoiler alert, first of all. I mean, the picture's already up there, but if you don't want to hear anything more about this, maybe skip ahead about 2 minutes and you will be saved of these spoilers, because there was a leaked trailer out that the first one I saw was someone recording on their cell phone in a theater. So it
Hell
seemed like
yeah.
they were watching maybe Sinners or whatever IMAX movie it was out already.
Apparently it's like the employees there, like
Sinners.
they'll have copies and they'll play it like behind the scenes, and that's who could take a photo, something like that, because it hasn't been shown publicly anywhere really.
Well, they're saying
Sinners came out like 6 months ago, didn't it?
well, they were saying that they were going to do the Odyssey prologue on the Sinners and One Battle After Another IMAX re-release or something. So maybe this was part of that too. But no, this might have been something else. It might have been an employee like JD said, but it shows Steve Rogers. He arrives at his home, the same one seen at the end of Avengers Endgame. He steps off his motorcycle, places his helmet on the bike, walk towards the house. It shows him looking at his Endgame suit as almost as if he's considering suiting up one more time. It shows him holding a baby, his baby, most likely, and smiling. Baby. And then the screen fades to black, saying Steve Rogers will appear or return in Avengers Doomsday. So when it goes for trailers, I'm not a big fan of this. It seemed kind of, I mean, are we just going pure nostalgia? I'm kind of worried about Doomsday, honestly. I'm worried about it. JD?
Yeah, I also have this concern because we are kind of really just relying on they're like Hail Marys, right? We're bringing back the big dogs. But at the same time, it's the Russo brothers who are just not going to miss in Marvel. Haven't missed yet, I should say. Another thing so overall, no, I don't love this. It just feels like an evolution of like the chair watch, just saying like this character is going to be in there. This character is going to be in there. And I'm worried now that the 4 trailers are just variations of this with different characters.
That's a Thor one too, I guess.
Yeah. Is that leaked also? I heard. Yeah. So again, that probably is going to be Captain America and Thor, which like is already obviously going to be there. So at least this one like confirms that Captain America is in there, and it is like the 616 Steve Rogers that we left off with. Like that is exciting. And the way that the Russo brothers did Winter Soldier, Civil War, the way that their 4 movies kind of were like sequels of each other, they were kind of in linear order, or at least played on each other very well. Like I feel like this is the next one. It's their 5th. It's their sequel to Endgame now, just because we're getting back with this Captain America that we left off in Endgame and all that stuff. So as for trailers, like you need to get us way more excited than that. But I mean, I'm happy to have our Steve Rogers back. I think that's cool.
Dave, did this tickle your fancy at all?
I mean, I saw the AI version of the trailer, so I've pretty much already seen it. I mean, it looks like all these images I'm looking at right here.
Yeah, it was like 4K enhanced, basically.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I think it's kind of lazy as far as a trailer goes. I think it would be cool if this was like the start of a trailer. Like we see Steve pull up, he gets off his bike, takes the helmet off. We see this little thing, and then it goes black, and then we see more stuff going into it. But as far as this being it, and we're going to be getting 4 of these, I think it immediately weakens the news of we're getting 4, because really we're getting a quarter 4 times to make one complete trailer probably by the end of it. And that one complete trailer is going to be pure nostalgia. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here, but maybe that's a little dramatic. I don't know. All in all, I'm not really I don't care much for it. I'm not worried about it, but it didn't get me hyped either. It's just kind of whatever right now.
It's kind of like how their end credits feel now. It's just like watered down, just kind of whatever, kind of a reveal. Right. And it totally is in line with that kind of vibe.
Yeah. Right. Like we know everything before Endgame was a lot better, but we don't want to make the last 6 years just like pointless. Like we've been watching all these movies and shows for everything after Endgame, and they're just gonna say, all right, you know what? We're going back to RDJ, Chris Evans, and Chris Hemsworth. Like, you know what? Shang-Chi, Shuri, everyone else, you guys are out of here. The big dogs are back.
You guys didn't work.
Yeah.
Like, sorry. We're going back to the classics.
But, hey, we're still hyped for this movie. and it'll of course be a first round draft pick in the box office draft next year, but a risky pick coming out in December, right?
Yeah.
It'll be 2 billion. It's like
they
guaranteed
already-
2 billion.
Well, I think as far as delays go, they already pushed Dune 3
That
up.
kind of a risk, yeah.
So Dune 3 was supposed to release the same time as Doomsday, and Dune 3 has already wavered, and they pushed their release date forward by a month, I think. So I think Doomsday is going to stick there. But yeah, as far we got to establish that rule as far as delays go for our next box office deal.
Because like you want to say like, okay, you could have those points no matter what, but then it's like it's January now and we have to finish our box office results, so we can't just wait until March to figure it out. So
like we did March when COVID and the strikes came into play and everything was getting delayed, but yeah, we'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, and your championship has an asterisk, but we'll move on.
We don't want to do that.
One more Marvel topic. Black Panther 3 is reportedly set to release in 2028. That'd be post Secret Wars. Do we see the recast coming? Dave?
I think so.
JD,
Fully.
you think recast? You think Shuri's story goes to the side after Secret Wars? Because I'm sure
That's
she's a
what I don't
main
know how
part.
far like Shuri's story ending. I'm not so sure, but I do expect a reboot after Secret Wars, and I do expect a full blown new T'Challa recast. Hopefully, it's the dude in F1 that we brought up in the Star Wars recast, Damon Idris or something like that. But yeah, I do fully expect a brand new T'Challa. I don't think Shuri's going to last as the character, even though I'd be fine with it. I like Shuri.
Right.
Yeah, I'd like to see the whole plot play out as far as Shuri is Queen of Wakanda, but T'Challa is the king of Necropolis. But there's kind of a divide there in Wakanda now, though that may be hard to get there, seeing as I don't know how you obviously you recast him as a variant because we already had a funeral for T'Challa, so you can't just recast him. So it's obviously going to have to be a T'Challa from another universe that they're bringing over, recasting, and then molding into our universe. So I guess even with that, you're not going to have the brother-sister rivalry between him and Shuri. So with that being said, I kind of just talked myself into, giving Shuri a back seat because it's not as good of a dynamic if they're not even related. There's two different universes or dimensions, Black Panther and Shuri there. So, I kind of don't think they're going to do it.
I would love it if they brought the new Black Panther in from the Fantastic Four universe. I think that would be really cool. Wakanda exists over there. And there was a funny parallel. Black Panther's first appearance in the comics was in the 60s in a Fantastic Four comic, and that movie took place in the 60s. And that would be a really cool Black Panther to bring into it because they're going to stick around the 616. Their universe is toast, right? I mean, like, recast Fantastic Four or something. So I feel like they're sticking around the 616. Maybe they're Black Panther too,
Do we think 616 is the main universe post Secret Wars though?
Well, whatever the main, it'll still be 616 probably.
You think
because
so?
it's just like the prime universe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it will be too. And for that, I don't know, man. You recast Black Panther. You're not going to do another Black Panther standalone movie. I don't think. I feel like that'd be weird. It's a different Black Panther, but you're going to do another Black Panther standalone in the same universe, but he's from a different dimension and he's not connected to the Wakanda we know necessarily. I don't know. So I don't see them doing individual projects. So at most,
like Black Panther,
Black Panther variant pop into these group movies. But
like you're saying, the Black Panther 3 wouldn't be based on a Black Panther outside.
Because that's not a sequel. It's a totally different universe,
His son, then?
Totally different cast
that's
member.
another thing. Good point. His son, because that feels like the perfect predecessor, right? Or to fill the shoes there. His son, his name is still T'Challa. He grows up to be Black Panther, and it's Black Panther's son. He's Black Panther now. It's T'Challa. It works.
And they could still do Damson Idris as T'Challa's son,
grown up,
which I forgot what his name was. They told us the name. That I would like that way more. Do the son of T'Challa. I'm there, but a variant or whatever with a recast, I don't see it.